So a viewer offered to send us turkeys. Not full-size turkeys, but these eggs. They will become turkeys. And watching them develop and move inside the egg is so incredible. But after 28 days in the incubator, this one struggles to hatch out. After we help him out a bit, we have to put him in a sock. Why, you may ask? Well, let me tell you. All right, we've got another hatching project, and this one comes from some of our viewers, and it's some turkey eggs. Let's open it up. So some of these came unwrapped during shipping, unfortunately. Crack right there. That one's unwrapped, but no damage to it. Look how gorgeous that egg is, wow. So I believe we have somewhere around 24 eggs. We'll see if that's how many come out. We already have one cracked, but there's a second one cracked, unfortunately. There's a third one. That one slipped out of the bubble wrap and cracked. So if you're ever shipping eggs, everything here is done pretty close to good. Like we've got big bubble wrap around the outside, we've got little bubble wrap on the inside around the eggs, and then from that point I would tape it so it just stays shut. So there's our first dozen eggs. There's the fourth one that got a pretty bad dent in it. It's possible to put some wax over it. This is the second one, I think. You could put a little bit of wax on there and you could still hatch it out, but some of these I think are just a little bit too much. This one cracked and leaked, so it was stuck to this. That one's definitely not gonna hatch. Once stuff starts leaking out of it, it's too gone. All right, so we've got, I believe, 19 here that look like they're good. There's a few iffy spots on them, but I think we've got 19 that are gonna be great. We had 5 that were cracked. I think we're just gonna have to separate them out. So 19, that's really good. And so thank you so much to these 2 guys that breed these turkeys, that ship these to us, and we'll tell you more about this breed as we get later in the video when we get to hatching these guys out, because there's a little bit of variations of what we're gonna hatch out here. So we've got these 19 eggs. We're gonna take them back and let them rest. Let's go get the incubator started. This is the Brinzy Maxi Advance. So we've got our 19 turkey eggs that have sat out for a while. We've got our incubator warmed up, ready to go, and it's been leveled out right around 100 degrees for a while. I got this a long time ago for pheasant eggs, and I've hatched a ton of different things in it, and absolutely love this incubator, but I'm gonna give it away. I'm actually gonna give this incubator away. I'll get a new one, and I'll send this incubator out to somebody at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But this incubator, it holds, I believe, 14 eggs around the outer ring, something like that around the inner ring. The inner ring's a lot smaller, so I'm hoping it'll work for these big turkey eggs, but let's see if I can get them to fit in this little incubator. I'm gonna have to watch the inner eggs because I don't have much surface space with the floor that actually causes them to turn. So I may have to go in and manually turn them a few times a day, which is fine. I have no problem with that, but hopefully it doesn't cause a problem with the outer eggs. So as long as the 14 outer eggs turn fine, I'll work on the inner eggs. Hopefully everything will go well. Turkey eggs will take 28 days to hatch. So this is a little longer than our normal chicken hatch. So we're gonna have to be patient with this one, but somewhere in the middle, 14 to 18 days, we'll do a candling and see how they're doing. All right, we are on day 18 with these eggs. I'm gonna turn the lights off because we need to do some candling. If all the eggs have developed, that's great, but if I can make some room in here, I'd love to because it's pretty crowded in this little incubator. And so let's get these eggs out. I have 10 days left to go and see if there's any development in them. So I've got this little egg candler set up from Brinzy. This is the Ova View that lights up, and then you can get it darker and see more of the egg with the Ova scope where you can look through the top here. So let's get these eggs out one by one and see what we've got here. Not off to a great start. See a little yolk, maybe a little development, but that's not a good egg. That is much better on egg 2 here. Oh yeah, look at that. Some awesome movement in egg 2. That egg should be more full. I'll keep it in for now, but that one's not great. That is phenomenal. That one's looking great. It's good growth. Oh yeah, look at the movement. That's awesome. Well, I got really nervous that I started with a bad egg, and then most of these have been looking great since then. That one's good. Whoa, that's a lot of white space. We have some movement here. I think I've got some movement. And we got our second clear egg here. Oh yeah, look at that beating right there. Yep, this egg's good. Third clear egg. Fourth clear egg. Yes, there's movement down there at the bottom. That's good. All right, now we're on to the inner ring here. These 5, they haven't been able to move a ton, so let's see how they're doing. And now I can move them to the outside if there's any development. First egg, not good. That one started to. Seems like good growth. I think I see movement in there. We'll hang on to that one. That one's good. Last one, totally clear. All right, so we're down to 13. We've removed these 6. And then in here, we now have the inner row cleared out, which is a relief for hatching. So we've got 13 eggs around the outside. So 13 eggs left, 10 days left. Let's see how many we can get to hatch.
What happened?
A hatch.
You know what it is? It's a turkey.
It's a turkey. We have it checked.
Alright, can you put them in this incubator? We're going to put them here so we have more room. Or in the little one.
Oh, he wants good skin.
Good job, honey.
It's day 27 and several of the eggs are starting to pip or crack, where the baby turkeys are starting to break through the egg. You think the chicks are gonna hatch?
Yeah. Can you tell one around? I really don't need to.
Yeah.
Sadness. So little nice.
That's right.
I did really nice. He's having normal.
So it's day 27, and the first turkey hatched today. It's a yellowish one, so it usually means it's going to turn out white in the end. We're excited to see all the colors here, and we're going to tell you about the variety of turkeys that we have here. But I need to go in and get this one egg out. I don't think the turkey's moving. And I frequently get a lot of people in the comments that just say, don't open the incubator so much. You're going to shrink wrap them in there. And while that's true, you can manage that. We did get the one turkey out this morning just so it would make room and it would have room to move around. We put it into our Brooder Lumia incubator so it can move around and dry off while the other eggs are hatching. And we've got quite a few that have pipped. But we have one here that I need to check on because I think it's already died. I think it still might be, it is moving just slightly. I'm just worried that it's already dried out in here. You can do this a number of ways. Go ahead and just use a pen. I don't have the pen out right now. And so you just basically you do the zip for the chick, and so you give it a chance. And so we're just going to go all the way around, doing a small zip. We're going to get eggshell all over the ground. That's fine. I don't want to create bleeding because that can cause the poult to bleed out. But you can pull the inner lining and give this turkey a chance to get out on its own while it still needs to finish absorbing the yolk. So right now I think the turkey can push its way out. I'm going to put it in the Brooder Lumia with the other poult that's already hatched out, and hopefully I can finish the rest of the way. I'll keep an eye on it and see if I need to open it any more than that. Look at the little turkey! Look at the little turkey!
I like.
You like little turkey?
Yes.
All right, we need to put it up here, okay? We need to put it up with this one.
Yes.
Good job. Okay, there's number 6. Turkey poult number 7 is hatching right now. But we have one more turkey left to hatch, and he's having a lot of trouble.
guy is quite the kicker.
Now this guy has been in here for about 12 hours waiting to dry off overnight. We have one egg that pipped last night, and I checked all the other eggs, and I think it might be our last one. But so this one still moving, but really just stuck to this area, not able to move around one way or the other. Create a separation so the turkey poult can push its way out. Now this one I think will be loosened up enough. Hopefully it can push itself out the rest of the way. Okay. Is the leg gonna be alright? Hopefully. So I'm gonna carry these turkeys out to the brooder because they've been in here. Some have been here close to a day, some have been a day and a half, almost 2 days. So they're definitely ready to eat. They're trying to peck the sides. And chicks, turkey poults, they can make it a day or two without food and be just fine. But it's time to get them in a brooder so they can eat and drink. We just put all the chicks in here this week. You saw them in last week's video. So all of our breast chickens and our emu are right there. Hey buddy. And so that helped clear some space out of the brooder. So now we can move the turkeys in. You can see that some of them are more of the yellowish white color, so they're going to be white.
This one has a lot of it.
So that one's going to be pretty interesting when it gets older, what the color scheme's going to look like there.
Now this one will fella. Put in there.
Now let's see if they can find the food and water. I've got a few over here that are trying out the wood chips. A couple of these guys are in the right vicinity. Trying to keep the water off the ground so it's elevated a little bit so it doesn't get wood chips in it, and so hopefully they don't poop in it. So they might have to go up to get in it, but looks like they're gonna figure that out easily enough. See, that one's already going up there. So turkeys are a little more fragile than chicks can be. Turkeys are ones we've had issues with in the past, being in our chicken tractors, and then if they hit a wet spot or a storm comes in, they end up getting doused with water and then they just want to drown and die, where a lot of our chickens are smart enough to stay away from it. These guys seem to find trouble, so we're gonna have to keep a close eye on these turkeys. So we have this turkey poult, and he's got a leg issue, a splay leg issue. Definitely something we won't need to resolve early on. This leg is working fine. This one is just really loose and much further out. And so he keeps stretching it way out in front where this other one is way further behind. And so the quickest way to work on that, resolve that, use a little piece of straw and a little rubber band. Rubber band just needs to be right in between the legs. That'll help give it all stability. Basically, we'll train the legs where they need to be at. And if we don't do this in the first day or two, it'll be too late. Turkey will have a really hard time moving around and will eventually die. This will basically tie these two legs together so that when one moves, the other one will stay with it. And they won't get one was way ahead of the other one and was really sliding out. Let me see how this goes. I may put it up higher, but sometimes I constrict the rubber band a little bit too much if it's around like the knee joint. Now it can take them a little while to get used to walking with this. Sometimes they'll fall for a while. This one's only been hatched for about 12 hours, so usually within about the next 24 hours we start to see some correction. Hopefully by tomorrow morning I'm able to put him out with the other turkeys. If I need to, I can keep that on him while he's out there, but sometimes he can get beat up by the other turkeys if they really see that he's struggling to eat. So hopefully we can correct the issue before I move him in with the other turkeys. So this little turkey poult, just non-stop energy. And the only way to slow down somebody that's gonna continually flip over because they're freaking out about their feet. And mind you, this one was flipping over even without the straw and rubber band on. So just the way it was walking kept flipping over. And so at this point, we've got to get this bird to calm down so it will just keep its feet in and have a chance for the body to, the legs to harden up so they can solidify and be in the right spot. So we take a sock and we're basically going to ground this turkey for the night. I need the feet right in the position that I want. just below his body. I don't want him out stretched out or anything. And now we've done this with ducks. I think we might have done it with chickens before, but I know with ducks for sure. And now with a turkey. So now this turkey is just gonna be like this all night. We'll have to see. Yeah, that should work just fine. So we'll just lay it down in the incubator, and then tomorrow we'll give him a little chance to move around and see if he's calmed down a little bit with his flipping over. All right, well, we've had this little turkey poult in this sock overnight, and I'm not sure how well it's gonna work. He snuck out of it once by, I think, putting the foot up top and was able to squeeze his way out, but he's been in here now for a day and a half. I can't keep him out of the brooder much longer, so I'm gonna go ahead and take him out there. Do I feel like it's helped him? I'm not sure. Let me set him down for a minute. I think he's gonna keep flipping around. I've taken the little splay leg contraption off the legs. This front leg is still up pretty far. Let's go take him out to the brooder with the other turkey poults. I'll take this out in case I need to put it back on and see how he does walking around out there. Everyone's done well in here for the past few days, but it has definitely been cold. So they're huddling together right now. Let's see if he'll walk around in here. He or she's sitting well right now. You know, I can see that one leg sitting forward. My biggest fear is that if I put the leg band back on, he's gonna flip over. Right now he's struggling to try to get in with the other turkeys. There's just one right here who's trying to poke his head in, probably trying to stay warm. Everybody else is getting around just fine, but he's trying to get there in the middle probably to warm up. So these turkeys are from Michael and Tanner. They're viewers of ours who started by breeding bronze and bourbon red and blue slate turkeys to make blue sweetgrass turkeys. They sent me a picture of their lavender sweetgrass turkey and of a blue sweetgrass turkey. So these 8 turkey poults will be some combination of sweetgrass and slate and red bronze turkeys. So we'll see what they develop into.
It's 4th night in here.
So as you might have guessed, the Poults struggled out in the brooder. So he's living in the incubator for now with some food and water, and he keeps me company while I work at the computer. We have a steady routine of the leg band during the day and sleeping in the sock at night. I don't know if his leg will ever fully correct, as he's quickly falling behind in size compared to the turkey poults in the brooder, who are growing much faster. But we're trying to do everything we can for the little guy. Hey, buddy. Well, this guy he's been doing really well. It's day 8 now, and every night I've been putting him into Bella's little sock here, just trying to calm him down for the night. So this front leg, it's a little far forward, got a little bit of curled toe. I think the straw served its purpose. I think the sock did all that it can do. And so we're gonna take him outside now and see if he can hang with the other turkeys. I don't wanna wait too long to get him out there with the other ones. He was only out for about 6 hours, and we've had him in here for the next 6-7 days. So this incubator, this is what we used, and I think it did really well. It's a little crowded for 19 turkey eggs in there, but the outer row did really well. So the Brinzy Maxi Advance, it's a little pricey. It's about a $300+ incubator, but we'll give one away to one of you viewers. So let us know down in the comments why you'd want this incubator, what you want to hatch with it. We'll randomly pick somebody in a week that we'll send one of these incubators to. And then our little turkey right here, let's take him out to the brooder, see if he can hang with the other turkeys.